comes up here on Boss FM every Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Friday from the hour of 5 p.m. all through 8 p.m. All we do here on Love City is to talk about love, everything and anything that has to do with love, how to make our relationships work. That is what we do here on Love City. Love City got different segments, from the story of the day to our topic of discussion for the day, and then we'll move to the shout out segment. So if you're just joining, you just missed the story of the day. So we are on to the topic, and the topic we're having before us today is how to get him to pop the question. How do you get him to pop the question? This is Africa. So I don't know if we can get her to also pop the question. And doing that with us today in the studio is no other person but Boss Mrs. Victoria Yoosuff. Welcome, ma'am.
Good evening, everybody. It's nice to be here again.
All right, Boss, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so you know the topic we have here today, how to get him to pop the question. How do we even know this person before we get him into popping the question? And what is this question?
The special question is, will you marry me? Or will you want to spend the rest of your life with me? So that is the question we want him to pop.
Okay.
And there are several ways to get that done. So averagely, we all say in Africa till date that it's not actually good for a lady to propose, because we are standing basically on the word of God, the Bible, most of the times, and we quote the part that the man will leave his family and cleave to his wife, or that a man who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. So these are the basic reasons why we don't encourage ladies to pop the question. However, there are certain things that you can do that can hint this man or make him feel that you are interested to take your relationship forward. And you cannot, require someone to pop the question or to even take your relationship serious or further if you have not known them to an extent, if you have not understood them to an extent, and if you cannot see a future with that person. There is no need of even trying to pop the question or trying to make him say or make him ask you to spend the rest of your life with him. So the most important thing is knowing who you are, knowing this person, this man. Is he worth the trouble? Is he worth going along with this journey for life? If he is worth the journey, okay, if he is worth all the trouble, then there are certain things that you're going to hear from us tonight that will help you help him pop the question. Because some people are shy, some people are scared. As in, recently, a young guy, I went on and on. I was like, no, it's not that bad. There are still very good girls. There are still very good ladies out there. Yeah. There are still ladies that are, pure in and out, that have good characters, that have good upbringing, and they are actually ready for marriage. So don't just generalize it and say, oh, people from so set of people or people from certain locations are all messed up. Nobody is ready to marry, or nobody is ready to start small. That notion is totally wrong. As in, I spent more than 30 minutes trying to convince this young man, and he was like, no, he's not ready yet. Marriage is so expensive. Wedding planning is so expensive. We went on and on and on, but thank God, at least my husband too was around that particular day, and I was so excited because we were able to convince him finally that going through the process of proposing to somebody and planning for your marriage is one of the best things you can do for yourself, because it's better to be two than one. A lot of people are trying to do everything by themselves, but when you get the right person in your boat, you will scale through all the storms of life together and happily.
Wow, when you get the right person in your boat, I love that.
But what are the ways or what are the things to say that will make the man ask, will you marry me? Like, are there certain things to be said? What are they? Like, are there certain things to be said?
Yes, of course, there are a lot of things to say and to do. One of the things I will always say that ladies can do is to become independent. As in, know yourself. I talk about this all the time because it's the most important fundamental thing about life. If you don't know yourself, you cannot know who should go along with you. Okay. If you don't know yourself, what you carry, that is why you see somebody like the story we had today, that the woman is saying she's shy for somebody else's headache, shy for somebody else's trouble. So if you know yourself within and out, you know what you carry, you know where you are going in life, you'll be able to know, is this man fit for me? Can I love and respect this man forever? Whether he has a job that pays him millions or he has a job that pays him 50,000, whether he's out of job completely for months or years, will I still be able to submit to this man? Will I be able to also respect him? Because it's very, very key. A lot of people just say, oh, I want my boyfriend to pop the question. I want my boyfriend to, get married. This and that. It's not just rushing to the altar. It's doing it properly.
Okay. And this brings me to the question. Must he pop the question? Must your man ask you, will you marry?
Yeah, what if you're ready and you know that you're indeed ready, and if actually you pop the question as the wife to be, as the intended wife to be, if you pop the question, if you try to pop the question and you know that yes, the husband to be, whereas we like accept it.
No.
So you should
actually wait for the man to pop.
Wow.
Oh, you can wait for ages.
That's why I said there are things you can do to hint him that, oh, I want you to say this, or I would prefer us to take our relationship more serious.
All right.
So if you don't know how to say, that's when you now go on your knees as a lady and say, will you marry me? Marry who?
But is it wrong to say that, a little baby, when are we getting married?
Which baby? No, it's not right, please. It's not.
So I'll
man
keep quiet, and time will be wasted.
It's not about time. It's understanding the person and what works. What I'm going to tell us today might not work for everybody 100%, but at least it's a guide. It's a guide that I'm sure that if you do it properly, you will be able to hint him, prompt him, encourage him, strengthen him to pop the question.
All right, and that one is from our boss, Victoria Yoosuff, and is all about the topic getting him to pop the question. Getting him to pop the question. You can put that call through for your own question too, and you can also ask a question. You can also put the call through or your contribution towards this topic this night. And the numbers you put the call through will be 090807 777 3288, and our WhatsApp number will be 09016 252525. And if you're joining us now, here is Boss FM 95.5 Abuja, a station that knows the news and entertainment, and it's all about time of love. Talking about love, and that topic is getting him to pop the question. For the guy, is it right for your fiancé to pop the question first, or you should be the one to pop the question, or whosoever between the both of you that is ready for the marriage, which of you should pop the question? Is it the man? Is it the right of the man to pop the question, or anyone can pop the question, in as much the both of you understand each other? So I don't know, boss Vico. It's just like I earlier said, that is it right or is it mandatory? Let me put it this way: is it mandatory that it should be the man that will pop the question? Is it mandatory? Okay, fine. In African way and African mentality, the way we do think and we will do see things, it's all about that. It's the man that will always do it. But we believe that things
are changing.
Yes, things are changing. That's like I said, change is constant. So things are changing. And if you wouldn't want the delay, and it's only the both of you that knows what is going on, because I believe, I don't know, but I believe that in some marriage, the women, or maybe the lady, has been the one who first of all pop the question, but keep it low. I don't know if I'm right. So to me now, is it mandatory for that man to pop the question?
Please, it is mandatory. Let the man pop the question so that he can be the head. He can say, I married this woman. I proposed to this woman. Because you might be thinking, oh, things are changing. The Western world are doing it. So, let's just copy as usual and just flow with the trend. Your children will ask you. Because my own children asked me. And not once, not twice. So how will I go and tell them that, I actually was the one that proposed. And then I say, how did you do it? How did you do it? Tell us, how did you do it? Mommy, how did you do it? And I say, I went to a restaurant and I knelt down and I brought the ring out and I said, do you know that you have just programmed your children to feel that, oh, now I as a lady will not be the one to propose. And then when they now see other men doing it, they will not be like, what's wrong with this man? Not knowing that they are the one that actually did the wrong thing. So please, let's try and follow our tradition. There is nothing wrong with the Bible. There's nothing wrong with our tradition. It is proper and it is better for the man to always propose. But you can hint the man. You can lead him on. You can encourage him. You can let him go to some places with you and see the need for him to actually take the serious decision to spend the rest of your life together.
I asked a question earlier. Must there be a propose? Must he propose?
Yes, he must propose to define the relationship. Because some people, do you know that some men are very, very smart? They will beat round the whole bush. They will meet the lady's parents or siblings and they will meet everybody around and they will never say, I want to marry you. And then the woman will say, they are already calling me our wife. Everybody knows me with this man. Everybody understands me. I know this man more than any other man. He's the one I want to spend the rest of my life with. And you now pack your things inside. And at the end, later on, the man can say, did I even propose to you? Did you even marry? Did I even marry you? Did I tell you I want to marry you? See, men are calculative. They think deeply. So if you think that, let me just follow the trend and propose to him, or there's no need of proposal, and since all of us understand that, the way we are close now, everybody knows we're already husband and wife. Very soon we're going to get married, and you go through it like that. Sooner or later, something might come up later in the future, because this is a lifelong journey. And like you said earlier, change is constant. You might think that, this man will be very nice all along, the woman also the marriage will be all rosy. There will be challenges, because devil does not like marriage. He's always out after marriages, especially marriages of people that are willing and working on it to be successful. He will try everything to throw you off your guards. And if you don't take care, before you know it, that same man that loved you like crazy can just say one thing and be like, before you know it, you have packed your things. And you're like already out, maybe already in one hotel or in one church or one place. And you're like, I don't want again this and that. And when people start asking you questions, how do you tell them that actually he did not propose or he did not marry you legally? You just pack your things and enter his house. So please, let there be due process. Let there be due process so that you can have something to hold. Do you know that even when you know that God has spoken to this person, this man that is your husband, or spoken to this woman, you still have to hold some things to hold on to when challenges come. Because challenges will always come. And when those challenges come, you can say, God, you told me this is my husband. Maybe through a dream or through Bible passages or through revelation of one thing or the other, of inner peace. And you could say, these are the reasons why I went ahead to marry this woman. Now that this challenge is here, now that there's no more job, now that there's delay in children, God have mercy, do this, do that. But if you don't have any legal ground, you don't have anything to hold on to, you just pack and you say, everybody is doing it, and my friend is getting married, let me just enter. What do you hold?
All right, boss. Vico, I'm really impressed with the way you're handling this topic. Like, I believe those listening to Boss FM 5.5 Abuja, I believe that you want to put the call through. Just put the call through and also tell us your take on this topic. Okay, and you actually really know that men, you just like say that men are smart, but the other way around, I was thinking that, are you trying to say men are corny? to some extent, like when you say men are smart when it comes to relationship or marriage aspects. To me, I believe that it just vice versa. Like a woman can actually. To me, I was thinking like that, but I don't know because some men also would be like, oh no, what are they even saying? What are they even saying? What will happen if my fiance would want to propose to me? But I want to ask this question. I really want to know because some people out there, or those men would want to know one thing, because yes, they actually know that yes, the woman should do something that will propel the husband or the man to pop out the question. But I want to know what exactly is that thing. What exactly is it? There should be a name to that should I say that act that will make the man to pop the question. There should be something.
You should understand the man.
Understand
the man. Understand whether he's ready for marriage.
So no physical.
There are several things, okay? But one of the most important thing is to understand the man. Is he ready? Because even if you encourage him to propose, if he's not ready, he will linger on. Or it will cause problem later. He might even tell you that it's not because of you that I married you. It's not because you said I should marry, we should marry. It's not because you want to see my parents or whatever. That made me. So there is a whole lot that you can do. Because you can try not to talk about marriage. Like I said earlier, that some men, they need their quiet time. They want to be left alone. So it's not that if you want a man to propose marriage to you, you don't go and say, hey, when will you ask me to marry you now? Hey, let's talk about marriage. What is your future plan towards marriage? Hey, let's talk about marriage. No, you don't do that. You try as much as possible to avoid the topic. When the man says that, oh, this lady is serious with other things, so it's like marriage is not in her mind, he might now think and say, it's better I talk about marriage now before somebody else will go and talk about it with her. Do you understand?
Yeah,
when you understand man's perspective of life and the way they think, because men are logical, it's women that are emotional. So if you understand that, you'll be able to know that, oh, let me do this for this woman, or let me be able to hold on to her. Let me let her know that I really love her and I would love to spend the rest of my life with her. And then don't make it so obvious. Some people are so obvious. Every conversation is about marriage. Everything is about marriage. Maybe they'll see a couple in wedding dress now. Come and see this picture. It's very nice. Oh, come and see this comment. These people are fighting. Or come and... You don't need to do that at the initial stage. There are several things you have to do. So, keep hinting him that, okay, I am actually thinking, we should do more about our relationship.
Vico, when he asked that question, I started laughing immediately. And thank God you just said something, that there are several things you need to do. Because there was an argument. Should she be washing the man's clothes, clean the house, cook food, iron the dress, do this one before they know that, yes, I can now pop the question? Is that the thing she should do?
No, you're wasting your time.
The question.
You're wasting your time.
Hey, you see him?
I believe you're getting it wrong.
No. Please, she's a relationship coach. So she has to answer this question. Please.
Okay.
Husband material. I have to stay out of this.
Alright, if you're joining us for the first time, it's Boss FM 95.5 Abuja, the station that knows the